What's up everyone, I'm Dan and thanks to Ubisoft for the review code for the Rogue Prince of Persia on the Nintendo Switch systems. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with reviews like these. Make sure you like the video if you like the review, and with that said, let's get into this. The Rogue Prince of Persia is one of the boldest reinventions the long-running series has seen in years. Handed to Evil Empire, the studio behind Dead Cells, this iteration has adopted the roguelike formula, and the result is a fast, fluid, movement-driven action platformer that leans heavily on momentum, repetition and mastery. While it doesn't quite reach the narrative or mechanical heights of the genre's very best, it delivers a genuinely fun, compulsive experience that makes it hard to put down. At its core, the game is unmistakably a roguelike. Each run begins with the prince thrown back into a kingdom overrun by dark forces, revived again and again by a magical pendant that allows him to cheat death. Every failure sends you back to the start, forcing you to carve a new path through procedurally generated levels with different enemy placements, rewards and branching routes. The story smartly justifies this loop, tying the prince's ability to rewind time directly into the structure of the game. While the narrative itself is serviceable rather than standout, it does enough to frame the action and provide motivation without overstaying its welcome. Those coming from Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown should adjust expectations early, because the Rogue Prince of Persia plays very differently, and that's a good thing. This is not a carefully paced Metroidvania, instead it's a side-scrolling action game where speed, rhythm and flow matter more than precision, platforming or exploration. Movement is the undisputed star of the show. Wall running, vaulting, chain jumps, dodging and bouncing between surfaces all feel smooth and responsive once you learn to trust the game's systems. Momentum is actively encouraged, even rewarded with temporary speed boosts triggered by cleanly chaining acrobatic moves together. When you hit that rhythm, sprinting through rooms without hesitation, the game truly clicks. Combat is fun. You'll juggle multiple attack inputs including melee weapons, range options and a kick that can stun enemies. Pulling off combos feels satisfying, especially when blended seamlessly with parkour, but the combat can feel floatier than expected. Longer attack animations sometimes commit you to more than you'd like, and enemies can be nudged just out of range in ways that feel slightly off. That said, the game feels best when played aggressively, staying on the move, pushing forward and refusing to slow down. Boss battles are a clear highlight. These encounters lean heavily into the game's movement-centric design, demanding constant repositioning, wall running and quick reactions. They're challenging without feeling unfair and often stand as the most memorable moments in each run. Enemy variety outside of the bosses is more limited and repetition does creep in sooner than you would like, but the strength of the core mechanics helps keep things engaging. Between runs, the roguelike structure opens up further through a well-designed hub system. You'll use skill points and soul cinders to unlock permanent upgrades like increased health, stamina and new abilities, while also expanding the pool of weapons and medallions available in future runs. One particularly clever mechanic lets you send collected resources back to the hub at specific checkpoints, locking in your progress or risk destroying that checkpoint to earn more, knowing you'll lose everything if you die. It's a simple system, but it adds genuine tension and meaningful decision making to each run. Visually, the Rogue Prince of Persia is striking. Its cartoon-like cel-shaded art style is vibrant and expressive, with hand-drawn characters and colourful environments that pop off the screen. It's one of the most visually distinct entries in the series and suits the faster, more arcade-like gameplay perfectly. On the Nintendo Switch 2, performance is excellent, running at a stable 60 frames per second with smooth, responsive controls, a crucial win for a game so dependent on speed and precision. The only drawback I've found are the slightly long load times between biomes, which can disrupt the sense of flow the game worked so hard to establish. The soundtrack is another standout feature. It blends traditional Persian melodies with modern electronic and hip-hop influences, creating a high energy mix that perfectly complements the game's pace. It's stylish, memorable and atmospheric, elevating the action and giving the game a strong identity. Ultimately, the Rogue Prince of Persia I found to be a really fun game with a powerful one more try pull. Its roguelike structure, fluid movement, challenging bosses and excellent audio-visual presentation make it easy to recommend, especially to fans of fast-paced action and parkour-focused gameplay. While combat lacks the same polish as its movement and repetition sets in earlier than hoped, the overall experience is still compelling. It may not redefine the genre, but it stands as one of the most exciting use of the Prince of Persia license in years. A bold, stylish experiment that largely succeeds by focusing on what it does best, speed, flow and momentum. After absolutely falling in love with the Lost Crown when that one released, I'm glad that this one has gone a different route, and I feel like they can both stand side by side with each other as great Prince of Persia titles. The Rogue Prince of Persia is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $24.99 in the UK and $29.99 in the US. Many thanks once again to the team at Ubisoft for providing me with a copy of the game. Thanks to you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to hit that like button, and until next time.